Guys, thank you so much for this interview. I would like to start. Sorry, maybe the question is so basic, but what is the correct way to say the name of the project?
Kx5.
Kx5.
No, Kx5.
Kx5.
Kx5. Okay. Kx5.
Almost had him. Almost.
Okay. For how long you were planning this project? I mean, months, years?
No, I'd say about a year, maybe a little less. Just right at the end of kind of the pandemic, where we both kind of always are busy, of course, whether we're, locked in at home or, not doing so many shows, but making music and stuff like that. We just found a window and an opportunity where I stumbled across a piece of music through my manager and started working on it. And then kind of midway through that, my manager and my agent, who's also Ryan's agent, thought that maybe this would be a good opportunity for us to work together. And then we just decided to jump on it and take it.
But I think the song I remember maybe was the first try of this music project a few years ago, or this is the first try.
Yeah.
I mean, we had some songs in the past. We'd worked together before, so it was really easy. I mean,
like we knew what we were expecting from each other. There were no surprises.
Okay. To collab, with someone else, I think it's not easy. I think it should be with a guy you know very well. So I would like to ask you if you remember the first time that meet you each other. You remember that moment?
I don't. Because I have a terrible memory. But where would it? Probably maybe Miami, like the Winter Music or something.
Winter Music Conference in Miami is the first time I remember. I don't have much better of a memory, but I remember meeting you the first time.
We have to be talking like 15 years here.
Yeah,
like,
it's a long time.
That's a long time. What did you eat for dinner 2 weeks ago?
Oh, I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah. Now, what did you eat for dinner 15 years ago?
Maybe eggs. I don't know.
But we had talked a bunch online. We were just, going back and forth because we were working on music together. But yeah, in person we were both in Miami.
Yeah, Winter Music Conference.
Yeah.
Years ago.
Yeah, back in the day when Winter Music Conference was like the time and place to do that.
Right.
Then it's just involved into like a weird.
Well, I mean, do we even call it a conference?
No, exactly. Now it's just Ultra. It's just Ultra now.
Ultra Week.
Yeah, Ultra Week.
An Ultra Week. Okay. What do you look up about each other?
Ryan's ability to remain calm and out of everybody's face at all times. Ryan's ability to not be pulled aside at a festival and be yelled at. I like that. I admire that. See, I can't do that. I always have to get pulled aside and talked to in some way about something
really
that I or may not have done 10 years ago.
And what about Joe, Ryan?
No, the fact that he's
really good at mastering.
He is very good at mastering. Incredible musician, great engineer. But the fact that he's very bold and says stuff that needs to be said.
Okay. How do you describe your way of working together on the music studio?
We're very, very much our own people, and we do our own things, and we both find that we agree with the way that we do our respective things. So that's why it's so easy to work with people like that, because you're just like, there's I don't want to say it's like, oh, it's my baby and I have to trust that person. But, sometimes you feel like you're taking a gamble giving someone something because you don't know what you're going to get back. but I think there's a certain understanding of consistency on both sides where I can give them something and I can expect something back, you know, that's either exactly what I was thinking or better, but never worse, you know?
Okay.
So I think that's it. Trust. We both 99.9% of the time, Joel elevates the thing. And I like to think that, you know, so we help each other make something better.
But it's a very basic trust. I won't get in a helicopter with him flying. It's not that kind of trust, you know?
So
Okay.
that's right. Yeah. Just short of that. Just everything up into that right there.
Yeah.
Like I rode passenger in his very
He won't let me babysit his kids.
Actually, no, I would probably let him babysit my kids. I don't think he'd ever want to do that.
Okay. Let's talk about Escape. Because I think the song has, you know, sound references to 2005, 2006, 8. I don't know, maybe the scenes, the sound. It was intentional.
Yeah. We actually made a point to keep it very stripped back and not use any, like, you know, I don't know what we like to call them. I don't even know what there's a word for it, but like the new tricks that everybody do with new music, you know, the trends, the new things that happen in music as it kind of evolves over a period of like 10 years. I think we both, without actually saying it, just decided not to do that and keep it stripped back to how it would have been in 2000. And I think we might have like said that to each other at some point. Yeah, let's just keep this like, you know, super throwbacky, you know,
it's nostalgic. But listen, there's a reason. I'm going to stroke Joel right now. This is the reason it sounds like that is Joel's sound, and part of what he's known for was so pervasive at that time. He helped shape that sound. I mean, that's why when people listen to it, they're like, oh, yes, Deadmau5 is a huge part of that equation, and the thousands of kids that came along and copied his sound. I think what I added to it at that time, I was very lyric driven. I was always on this quest as a songwriter to find stuff that was meaningful and not so trite, because I felt like club music at the time was just kind of stupid. And as an artist, I was like, I wanted it to be a bit more meaningful. So that's, you know, what I was trying to add at the equation, whatever, 15 years ago. So I think part of the reason everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's so nostalgic. It's like, yes, because
we're old.
We were there.
We were there.
We helped create that nostalgia. And it's
How
nice.
were you? It was like back to basics. I mean,
yeah, I mean,
in a way, yeah.
For the promo song, you launched the Escape as a video game. I think the idea was yours, Joel, or
no, it's honestly, it's just something to do, dude. We get bored. Sometimes we do things, and that's just one of those things. You know, it wasn't, hey, Ryan, you want to get together and make a song so I can make a video game? It was just a little bit of fun.
But it is fun.
I like to be inclusive of industry.
I have to say the avatars are really cool and funny.
Yeah. Like I said, I like to employ a lot of like ancillary industry into my projects, whether they're collaborations or solo projects or something like that. If it comes a time where it's like, hey, with the help of, you know, this song, and, you know, we could also include some kind of, you know, technology, whether it's going to be, you know, blockchain, video game, or art, or, you know, digital media design and stuff like that, where we can employ other artists, because I didn't personally code the game. You know, I worked with another programmer and just kind of basically signed off on it. Yeah, cool, do it, have fun. You know what I mean? And it gives them fun. Give them a little, you know, like space to play and show their thing that might not have otherwise been seen, you know. So that's always fun, to be inclusive of other digital mediums inside that arena.
Okay. After Escape, what is the next step to Kx5? I mean, a new song, a complete album, NFTs,
you know, we're taking it as it comes, but keeping it kind of pure. on the like, well, we released music because now we're going to do an event in Los Angeles, and definitely probably release a little bit more music. Not necessarily, we're not quitting our day jobs and hanging up each other's careers and going into boy band mode. It's just something where we find that we have some time to and resources and creativity. There's plenty enough to go around to be able to take a piece of my career, and he could take a piece of his career and kind of invest it into something we both kind of want to do, regardless of, you know, where it ends up in terms of popularity or ticket sales or whatever the fuck. It's just a good little sideshow hobby. But
Okay.
you know, but the response has been great, and because of that, you know, we're gonna move forward on a little addition to it.
Okay. And what about shows? Because you have your first appearance, official appearance on EDC Vegas as Kx5.
Yeah.
But are you planning shows at least, you know, USA and Canada for the second half of the year?
Again, like we're not gonna pack it up and quit our jobs and do a KX5 world tour that we know of. You know what I mean? It's just like, because that's not who we are individually, you know. But yes, we do have one large show happening out in December in Los Angeles at the Coliseum.
Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be a big one. And I think we're going to have a lot of fun at that one because we do the production that time. So no, not to disrespect EDC. It's just EDC is so big. It's hard to work in what you want to do all the time there because of restraints, stage restraints, and time, and because there's a million other artists too. So that's cool, but it was a good introductory. But I think for the show that we're planning in December, it's going to be just us, so we can design it the way we want and you know, really go full out with it and have a great time. So, and you know, if it's really well received, then I have no problems doing a couple more in other places and stuff like that. But like I said, I don't think we're going to hang up our mouse heads and Kaskade heads and do the
yeah.
do
We
the
both
world
have
tour.
busy schedules outside of you know, this. So we're just trying to strike that balance, and you know, I think December is a really good opportunity for us to kind of exercise this creative, you know, thing that we're having fun doing. You know, we'll see where it goes from there.
Mexico City. What about Mexico City? It's Mexico City on the radar, you know, together or alone in some moment?
Always. Yeah, I mean, I was there not even that long ago.
When did you play there last?
I played there
2 or 3 years ago, no?
no, like months ago. I was just in Mexico City doing EDC Mexico.
Oh, EDC Mexico.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, look it up. It's
That's
on the
a good
internet. Yeah.
I played EDC Mexico. Mine was like probably 2 or 3, but well, pre-pandemic. So
Yeah, mine was
whenever
just
that
this
was.
last year, I think, or this year even.
Okay. 2 more questions, guys. The first one, how was the lockdown on pandemic for you?
Just if I had it would be better if I got a nickel every time someone asked me that question.
Okay.
That's I'd be a rich fucking
You'd be
dude.
retired.
Yeah,
There would be no cash.
you'd be Forbes and I'd be bored.
Okay. Forget my question. The next one. What is the best memory when you think about Mexico?
Oh man. Does Guadalajara count?
I don't know. I've played some amazing festivals in Mexico, and I can't remember the name of my favorite one. I am forgetting right now.
Oh, yeah, you know what mine
Massive.
is? Mine's weird. Mine is all okay. No, God bless them. Like I know they mean well, and I love a good hustle, no matter how offensive it is. But man, the merch outside of every
Okay.
show is
The bootleg merch.
amazing because it's like it's all bootleg and it's sometimes it's spelled wrong or it's like a picture of
Yeah, the
like,
t-shirts, the hats.
Ryan Reynolds and then it says Deadmau5 under it. You know, and you're like, that's amazing. I kind of love it and I encourage it and I wish they would do more of it because it's like sometimes I buy it and I'm like, yo,
Really?
yeah, it's like Deadmau5, but it's spelt with like an 8. Or yeah, it's just great. I love it. They're just the effort, the hustle. It's so good. The Mexican hustle is
Respectable.
amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, thank you so much for this little interview.
No problem.
Right on. Thank you.
And hope to see you soon in Mexico or Los Angeles or wherever.
Yeah.